Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. At the United Center, Chicago fans are cheering for their Bulls. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. So on the floor for Washington, Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Pierce and Nene filling up the forward spots. And it's Gortat in at the five.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger look out.
Watch out now.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Tony Snell's checked in for Dunleavy. And a change for the Wizards. Humphries checked in.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
That's good.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
Snell, no good. The Wizards have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pierce. Here's Wall. Off on the layup. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Beal with the steal. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. Pierce is running.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Here's Snell. Outside for Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Martell Webster, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. Rose attacking. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside for Beal. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. So for the Bulls, Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
You know, coming into the playoffs, a lot of people dismissed the Wizards because they were playing a more seasoned team during the playoffs. But the Wizards, actually, as you look at their roster, they had a number of players that were playoff tested.
Here's Beal. He kicks it to Webster. Pass to Beal. Shot's good.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Chicago trailing here.
The Wizards did have more experience than most people realized last year. It helped in the playoffs in the regular season. Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at that three-point shot.
Wall attacking. Here's Gortat. A second chance effort. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. Having veterans in the locker room is such a benefit in so many ways. Wizards have to owe some of their success last season to that.
Well, you know, veteran players bring perspective, they bring professionalism, they bring experience. And those are attributes that you can't be a playoff team without. And it served the Wizards well that they had those vets.
Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer. Steve, we like him. I know, the 57th pick back in 2005.
He's just a quality starting center in the NBA. 6'11", center, can score and defend. Really a good pickup for Washington.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol's checked in for Mirotic. And McDermott subbed in for Tony Snell. They get the rebound. And Washington making a change here.
And Gortat got his rebounding back up last season. A consistent double-double guy in the middle. And he turned 30 last season. Still very much in the prime of his career.
It's Pierce with the drive. Sessions makes it off the glass. Sessions has got his first points of the game.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like.
Here's Gasol, and he goes in for the dunk.
Look at that effort and energy as he creates the second chance and then converts.
He doesn't just convert, Clark. He converts with maximum force.
He could give lessons on the art of offensive rebounding. And Gortat, a strong finisher inside, can shoot out to about 15 feet. You could do a lot worse at the center position. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gibson. That's Dunleavy in for McDermott. The drive by Brooks. And there's the rejection.
Nice early advantage for them on the glass, guys.
You know, part of rebounding well early is just going after the ball and boxing out. I mean, establishing that tone so that you can maintain it later in the game.
And that one's good. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
Nene setting the pick for Sessions. And the pass to Pierce. To the left wing. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. Here's Dunleavy. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kicks to Porter. It's tipped. Outside Pierce. Misses the three. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Dunleavy kicks to Butler. Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good. Both teams deciding to change it up.
That's his first personal foul. Third team.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Pierce kicks to Porter. 1 second left. And the release was... And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Heinrich and Rose, the guards. Noah is up there with Mirotic. And it's Snell in the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
You know that if you're a team in the East or anywhere in the NBA for that matter, that when you face the Bulls, it's going to be a battle wire to wire. These guys are coming at you for the full 48 minutes. They're extremely tough within the conference, too.
Down low. Beal on the double team. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, you look at the Wizards, they've got an interesting mix of younger players and veterans. And they had tried to build their team with younger players, but a lack of leadership and maturity and professionalism led them to make some trades for more veteran presence. And you need a nice blend if you're going to win at a consistent level and get to the playoffs. And the Wizards got all the way to the second round as a result.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for a Wizards team that has mixed results in the draft, trading for proven veterans, Steve, certainly makes some sense.
Yeah, but it may also limit their upside. I mean, that's the trade-off with a solid veteran front line and a young developing backcourt. You have to see if they can continue to climb in the East.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Kept alive. The feed to Snell. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Wizards making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be in Marcel Webster. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Washington. Mirotic passes to Dunleavy. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 3. Rose against Wall. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Wallace, 3 on Heinrich. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Top the key, Dunleavy. Back to Gibson. Moore outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Washington. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Gortat never really felt at home in Phoenix, it seemed, but he got a lot of his bounce back to the step when he was traded to the Wizards, where he was really a great fit alongside that young backcourt.
Nice work there coming off the screen. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And Heinrich gets it to go. Wizards trail by 3. And here's Wall. He's got 6. And it's Beal in the corner. Pass to Webster. All sorts of time. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Gortat. Gortat's got 6.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Mirotic. Then for the Wizards, Nene, he's checked in for Humphries. Pierce comes in for Marcel Webster. And Porter subbed in for Bradley Beal. Wall attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, the Wizards signed John Wall to that max contract extension last season, and he rewarded them. Made his first All-Star game appearance and led the team back to the playoffs for the first time in 6 seasons.
Pau Gasol's checked in for McDermott. Here's Gasol. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm.
Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time. And Wall finally adding a consistent 3-pointer to his arsenal last season. He shot almost 4 threes a game and made them at a 35% clip.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dunleavy. And it's Moore penetrating. The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And Steve, defenders can't just go under on screens any longer defending John Wall.
Yeah, that outside shot keeps defenders honest, and it opens up driving angles and passing lanes for John Wall, who's one of the most explosive players in the league.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, thank you, Kevin. As you know, Derrick Rose might be a superstar, but he doesn't lean towards the limelight. He said, I was always the kid who didn't say too much, and people didn't think I knew that much. But I followed everything that was going on in the room and always knew my surroundings. Paying attention to detail, that's part of being a point guard. Guys?
Certainly a cerebral approach to the game. Much appreciated, Doris. Thank you. They grabbed their own miss. Goes back up. And that one's good by Porter.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback. That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
Tony Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy.
Kirk Hinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. Still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
Hangs in the air. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. A lot of people thought, Steve, that Chicago had a chance last year to do much when Derrick Rose went down, but they stuck with it and ended up in the playoffs nonetheless.
And they didn't just make the playoffs. They had home court advantage in the first round as well.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Gibson comes in for Joakim Noah. And McDermott subbed in for Tony Snell. Poked away. And there's the call on Nene. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. For Chicago, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Unfortunately for the Bulls, home court advantage really didn't do much for them as they dropped their first 2 games at home and were bounced in the first round. Another example of why home court advantage is desired, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything in the playoffs. Matchups drive results.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Sessions with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Beal dishes to Nene. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, the Bulls ran into a solid Wizards team and lost in the first round of the playoffs. It looked to me like they might have been worn down. And I think a healthy Bulls team with a little more depth is definitely a threat to go deeper this season. Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wasted no time on that one. McDermott's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls.
You know, even though he doesn't really have the long-range ability on a consistent level, he can knock down some open ones.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Here's Hinrich. Shot is off. Some solid defense there by Nene. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Bulls lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He's got 8 points and 5 assists.
Getting to the free throw line and converting once he's there, along with his passing, those are the areas where he's really been strong.
Well, yeah, guys, it's basically just old school basketball he's been playing. I love it.
And on the floor for Randy Whitman as we get into the second half. Wall and Beal together in the backcourt. Nene is out there with Kevin Seraphin. And it's Butler in the small forward. It's deflected. It's Beal on the wing. And stolen by Butler. Here's Rose. Finished off the break. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Noah with a screen for Rose. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
And I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Paul Pierce is checked in for Rasul Butler, and Porter subbed in for Beal. Porter kicks to Wall. Lock at 6. Mirotic grabs the mitt.
That was awesome.
Look out below.
After a 5-year absence from the playoffs, the Wizards were able to get back into the postseason last year. Big step for the franchise.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, Kevin, the Bulls, known for their hard-nosed style of play, something Coach Tom Thibodeau calls, quote, Chicago tough. Center Joakim Noah said, I don't think our style would work everywhere. It represents our city. Our whole thing is playing with more of an edge than the other team. He added, we aren't scared of anybody. Guys?
They don't back down. Thanks, Doris.
And the Wizards certainly turned some heads in their postseason run. A team considered to be an afterthought in the playoffs, but they did as well as any could have hoped for in terms of getting to the second round and pushing the Pacers to 6 games in that round.
Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. Gortat's checked in for Washington.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
And now in transition is Pierce. Here we go. Porter outside. And another miss by Washington. Well, with the Wizards, a good postseason run, taking care of business, beating Chicago in the first round. And then Clark put a scare into the Pacers in the second.
Exactly, Kevin. There was a rumor that some teams were trying to make it where they would face the Wizards in the playoffs, thinking they were weak and an easy opponent. Not sure if those rumors are true, and the Wizards certainly showed they're very formidable and will be good going forward.
Porter with the steal. Pierce for 3. Goes back up. Great defense that time from Noah.
This is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Brooks checked in for the Bulls. Chris Humphries has checked in for Washington. Sessions comes in for John Wall. Here's Sessions. The shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Butler goes in. No good. Gortat with the defensive effort. Wizards trailed by 4. Here's Humphries. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Chris Humphries, one of the lone veterans, Steve, last season on a rebuilding Celtics team.
Well, he was really a salary cap piece in that trade that brought Garnett and Pierce to Brooklyn. So, yeah, the minutes, limited by the needs of the Celtics to play younger players. But for the Celtics, I mean, they were actually better on both ends when he was on the court.
And the shot is good.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Gortat. And the layup's good off the glass. Gortat's got 8 points.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
No good from Moore. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Deflects the pass. Gasol with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Beals checked in for Washington. For the lead. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bulls making a switch here. Brooks checked in. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Wizards trail by 4. It's Beal on the wing, defended by Butler. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his 1st foul. And Washington making a change here. Gibson with the steal. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. The Bulls making a switch here. Snell's checked in. And the shot is good. Snell's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bulls.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Just 4 to shoot. Humphries with the bucket. The Bulls leading by 4. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bynum. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Brooks with no one around. And the Bulls another 3.
Well, they're in great position here, thanks in large part to their 3-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Sessions. Over in the corner, Webster. Just 3 on the clock. That's good. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Wizards trailed by 8. Heinrich and Butler at the 2 and 3. Taj Gibson is out there with Pau Gasol. And it's Brooks in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And they'll keep possession. Butler attacking. 4 on the clock. Here's Webster. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Dunleavy kicks to Heinrich. Another 3 for Chicago.
They're going back to the 3-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Sessions passes to Nene.
Nene, a 6'11" Brazilian big man, strong and quick-footed with a nice touch. He's a quality two-way player. And for him, as it is the case with a lot of players, it's about health. You know, over the course of his 12-year career, he's missed almost a third of available games due to injury.
Washington calls timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Some changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gibson. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Etuan Moore checking in for Brooks. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Randy Whitman had some words for his team over the break. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Well, you talk about Nene's troubles at times staying on the court, Steve. Some say he's unwilling to play through pain.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case. You know, all I know is that when he's healthy, he is one of the most effective big men in the NBA, and he had a terrific run in the playoffs last year, particularly in that Chicago series.
Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket. Had no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
The Bulls leading by 11. Kick out to Moore. Another three for Chicago.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And Mirotic kicks to Moore. Fires the three. A second chance effort. Noah dishes to Dunleavy. Heinrich with it. Now Beal defending. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Fires for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
No good from Moore.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Nene has the open look. And Washington again with the bucket.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
Dunleavy. The shot from the low post is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Butler is screen on Heinrich. Wall attacking. No good with the layup. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Saul comes in for Mirotic. Tony Snell's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. Paul Pierce is checked in for Washington. Webster comes in for Bradley Beal.
Look at the points in the paint, the inside game. It's been very one-sided here for a while now.
Well, the defense just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint.
That's good. And 12 points for Butler.
Man, an even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor. Yeah, I know you know about how the basket can seem like it's 10 feet wide when you're in the zone. That's where they are right now. Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Washington making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Humphries comes in for Nene. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. Here's Gibson, and he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 19.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Here's Pierce. Here's Humphries. They shoot again. And it's Gortat getting it to go. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds. More. The half-court bomb falls off target.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for Chicago.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here, Clark.
I call them warm-up jump shots. I mean, 3 after 3, it paid off for him in the end.
Nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for Jimmy Butler. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see he was a difference maker.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Beal kicks to Pierce. Dishes to Sessions. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And it's Butler missing. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And the Bulls lead by 16.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Butler attacking. That's good.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Defensive foul.
Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 16. 12 seconds left in the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Wall. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Now here's McDermott. And Butler, here we go. Banked in off the glass.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style. A beat down the entire way.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
And so Chicago takes this one. And